season replays, fantasy drafts, ultimate creative leagues, and what if tournament. It's Coffee Cup Games with the coach, DKM. Hey, this is Coach DK. Hope you guys are doing well. We are in the year 1900. We've made it through the regular season. We've made it through almost all of the postseason, and we are now at the National and the American League Championship Series. As you can tell, in the National League, we've had 2 extra inning games, and in the American League, we had a comeback in Game 1. We're going to be kicking off with Game 2 of the American League. Every episode in this championship series, I've been saying, I'm trying to zip through it, but the game's been so incredible. 2 extra inning games, a comeback in the American League, so I just keep on showing the games, which is taking a little bit longer, but we are going to be kicking off with Game 2 of the American League. As you can tell, Chicago leads the series 1-0. But before we go any further, I ask you guys, hey, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. For Buffalo, we will have Charlie Hastings, the right-hander. He started 24 games during the regular season, had a 2.85 ERA. He is 3-0 in the postseason with 1 save. He started 2 games, and he has a 2.61 ERA. For Chicago, they have 20-plus game winner, Roy Patterson. He went 21-6 with 3 saves and a 2.30 ERA. And in the postseason, he is 2-0 with a 2.19 ERA. He started 3 games. He's pitched 25 innings and allowed only 20 hits. Here's the starting lineups for both teams. If you want to go ahead and just look at it, here's Buffalo's starting lineup. You can pause the video if you want to take a look. And for Chicago. All right, so now let's jump into the action.
Game highlights.
After both teams go 1, 2, 3, we now enter the top of the second. Now we enter the top of the second. Here's Halligan. Halligan hitting 286. He's going to draw a walk. So that'll be our first runner on base. Here's Nolan. He's going to be strikeout. So Patterson gets his first strikeout of the game, and now up is going to be Hallman, who's hitting 396. Whoopsies. And there's going to be a passed ball, so Halligan's going to take second. Hallman still at the plate. He's going to hit a ground ball to Patton, who's probably one of their better defenders. He's going to make the play at first as Halligan now goes to third base. Here's Carey, the first baseman. He's hitting 327. He's going to hit a ground ball to Shugart. Shugart has okay range, but makes a lot of errors. And it goes through his legs.
You're killing me, Smalls!
Because that's going to be an error, and the first run scores for Buffalo. So an unearned run. Patterson issued a walk, and then an error by Shugart gets the score. So now Andrews is up. He's going to draw a walk, and now the pitcher Hastings up. Hastings going to hit a ground ball to second with 2 outs, runners on first and second, and that's going to end the inning. But Buffalo does get a run, and they now lead 1-0. With a 1-0 lead, Buffalo is back at bat. A bad night in Southside Park, so hits are going to be rare when it comes to the ballpark. Atherton's up. He's going to need a 1-16. Atherton hits a long shot into left center field. That's his second home run of the postseason. Wow, 2-0. The first hit is a big one. Entering the 5th inning, Buffalo leads 2-0. Roy Patterson, Chicago's pitcher, has only allowed 2 hits, but he's being outdone by Charlie Hastings, who has yet to allow a run and has allowed only 1 hit and has not walked anybody. Hastings, the pitcher, is now up. He's going to line out the third, so that's going to be 1 down. Here's Getman, the leadoff man. He's going to hit a fly ball to left field. That's going to be 2 away. Next up is Atherton. He had that big solo shot. And now he's going to get another hit. He needed a 1-18. He gets a 20. So not quite, didn't get the roll this time, but he is on first base. Schreckengoss is up. He needs a 1 for a home run. It is going to be a 2. So Atherton's going to be able to score all the way from first base. Halligan's up. He's in 280. He is had drawn a walk, but this time he's going to hit a fly ball to Sheeran in right field with Strat-O-Matic standing at second. So that's going to end the inning, but Buffalo adds another run and now lead it 3-0. For Buffalo, Charlie Hastings has pitched brilliantly. Their defense has not made an error, and their offense has gotten timely hitting and taken advantage of Chicago's untimely errors. Let's enter the top of the 7th to see if Buffalo can put this game away. Patterson now on the mound, top of the 7th, going against Hastings. He's going to hit a ground ball to short. Sugar
Whoopsies!
scoops it up, throws the first, but it pulls Sugden off the bag. Third error of the game. Here's Getman. Getman's going to line out the third base to Hartman. That'll be 1 away. Here's Atherton. He's 2 for 3 today. Make it 3 for 4. Here's Strat-O-Matic. He is 1 for 3 with a double. And it's going to be off the glove. So, why that's not considered an error on a pass ball, I still don't understand. But Strat-O-Matic still at the mound. He's hitting 350. He's going to hit a ground ball. We have the infield in. To get the plus sign. And so that's going to be through the infield. As now Buffalo leads 5-0. Halligan's up. He needs a 1. He's going to get a 19. And that's just going to be a long fly ball. And that'll be 2 away. Here's Knoll. Knoll's going to pop out the third. And that's going to end the inning. Spoiler, for the first time in either championship series, there will be no comeback. With 2 outs, a runner on first, Buffalo is going to finish this one off. Let's check out the final out. Sugden now up. He's at 315 in the postseason. He's in a ground ball to first base. Carey is a very good infielder, and he's going to make the play, as that's going to end the inning and end the game as Charlie Hastings pitch a 9-inning complete game shutout, allowing only 3 hits. It looks like, I don't know if he gave up any walks, but Buffalo knots it all up, and they tie up the series 1 game apiece. All right, so we're going to go ahead and continue moving forward. We're now entering into Game 3's. What really makes this interesting is that now the home field advantage now shifts, or the home team now shifts. So Buffalo, having gotten a game on the road, has a chance, if they can win the next 3 games at home, to win the series. And Buffalo, the number 7 seed, could continue their upset run. In the National League, Brooklyn won their first 2 games in extra innings. The question is that been a backbreaker for St. Louis? Are they going to be able to recover? Or are they excited and now know that they can win coming at home after taking Brooklyn into extra innings in both games at Brooklyn's place? So let's continue the series. We are going to keep on moving forward. So as you may have noticed, we kind of swap which game we do first, American League, National League, American League, vice versa. And so we are going to be following right back up with the game that we just finished between Chicago and Buffalo. This time, it will be Chicago on the road going against Buffalo. On the mounds for the 2 teams for Chicago, we're going to have Roger Denzer, the right-hander. He had an incredible regular season, going 15-11 with a 1.62 ERA, but the postseason has not been that good to him. He is 0-1 with 2 saves, though, but he has a 6.55 ERA in 11 innings pitched. Only been able to go 11 innings. He's allowed 20 hits. For Buffalo, they're going to be sending Doc Amol. He went 14-21 with a 3.64 ERA during the regular season. In the postseason, he's been doing pretty well. He's got a 3-1 record. He has a 4.05 ERA, and he has started 4 games, and he has 9 strikeouts. All right, and so the starting lineups, you can go ahead and pause the video if you want to take a better look. Here's Chicago's. The outfielders all seem to be struggling. Dummy Hoy has 7 stolen bases. He's hitting only 232. Sheeran in the left is hitting 233, and McFarland's hitting 160. Their best hitter is probably their middle infield. Shugart has 3 home runs, And Patton, the second baseman, hitting 358 with 10 stolen bases. For Buffalo, they are obviously hitting much, much better. Getman has 3 triples, a home run, 10 RBIs, hitting 357. Atherton, who had a home run in the last game, has 11 RBIs, 2 home runs, hitting 364. Carey has 13 RBIs. Schreckengoss has 14 RBIs, hitting 355. Hallman hitting 368. So some really good hitters for Buffalo during the postseason. But now let's jump in and see what actually happened during the game.
Game highlights.
As we enter the third inning, neither team has gotten a hit yet. Top of the third, McFarland is up, the right fielder. He's going to hit a ground ball to Carey at first base. Carey's a pretty good defensive player, and he's going to be able to make the play. Here's the pitcher, Roger Genzer. He needs a 1-14, so the first hit of the game comes by the pitcher. So Denzer is on first base. Dummy Hoy is up. He's been struggling hitting 228. He needs a 1. He gets a 2, but it's not going to be good enough. And so Denzer stays put on first. Sugden's now up. That one's going to be in the dirt, squirting past the catcher to the backstop.
Such an idiot.
So with Denzer on second, Sugden now has a chance to knock in a run with 2 outs, and he needs a 1-12. And he gets a 2, so he's going to get the double. That is going to score the first run of the game as Denzer gets a hit, and Sugden with a 2-out RBI double. Patton, the second baseman's up. He's going to hit a ground ball to short to end the inning, but Chicago jumps up 1-0 on 2 hits. Bottom of the third, here's their pitcher, our pitcher, Doc Amol. And he is going to hit a ground ball to third base to Hartman. Hartman boots it, so it's going to be an error. So now we're on base as Chicago has made 2 errors. So Getman now up, our leadoff man. He needs a 1-4, and he gets a 4 as he's going to get a double. A mole, not with a lot of speed, is going to end up on third. And so now Atherton's up, who's hitting 357, 11 RBIs, 2 home runs, 2 triples. And he's probably the one guy we would love to have up. And unfortunately, he's going to line out, and that's going to be an out. Schreckengoss, probably another guy that we would not, leads the team with 14 RBIs. He's going to be strikeout. Jeez, as we got runners on second and third with no outs. Now Halligan's up. He's hitting 259. He's going to draw a walk, loading the bases for Jack Knoll, who probably has the lowest average on the team when it comes to our starters. Jack Knoll hitting only 237. He's going to hit a ground ball to Patton at second base. Patton makes the play and gets the force out at second. Opportunity lost in the bottom of the third. As we enter the bottom of the 6th inning, Buffalo still trails 1-0. And now we enter the bottom of the 6th in a very low-hitting game. Halligan up. He's going to pop out the first to Isbell. That's going to be 1 down. Here's Jack Knoll, the left fielder. He's hitting 231. He's going to hit a ground ball to Patton at second. Patton picks it up, flyers it, and it's going to be an out. So 2 down. And here's Hallman. Hallman, the shortstop, hitting 356. He's a 1-14. He's going to get a hit. So that's going to be our 3rd hit of the game. We're going to try to get him into scoring position. See if he can get a good lead. He does not. So we now have Carey. He's been on base twice. He has a single and a walk. He's going to get another walk. That's going to move Hallman into scoring position as Doc Andrews now is up, who's hitting only 239. He's going to hit a ground ball to Patton at second. Patton bobbles the ball. It's going to be an error. So our bases are loaded. Doc Amol is up. Oh, man. All right. So we're going to go ahead and let him hit. I don't know if this is the right decision here. He's going to hit a fly ball to right field. McFarland's going to be there. He is a great outfielder with 1. But he drops the ball as we tie the game. So McFarland, probably their best defensive player, makes an error. Somehow, though, we only score 1 run. So here's Getman, top of the order. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Could definitely use another hit. He's going to hit a ground ball to Patton at second. Patton's going to have to make a play. He does, but we do tie the game 1-1. As we enter into the bottom of the 7th, the score is still knotted 1-1. So, bottom of the 7th, Atherton is up. He's our second baseman. He had a great game yesterday. He was hitting .345 in the postseason. He's going to hit a ground ball to second base to Pat, and that's going to be one down. Here's Schreckengoss going to draw a walk. He's over 3 with 2 strikeouts so far. Now Halligan's up. He's over 2. He has a walk. He's going to pop out the first, so there's going to be 2 away. Bringing up Jack Knoll, who's hitting 2 for 5. He's 0 for 3 today. He's going to hit a single, putting Schreckengoss all the way to third base. Runners on first and third. Hallman's up. The shortstop hitting .367. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. He needs a 1. He doesn't get. He gets to 13, which is going to be good enough for a single. And so Schreckengoss is going to score. Knoll is going to end up on third. Hallman with the RBI single with 2 outs. And now Buffalo has the lead. Carey, who's 1 for 1 with a 2 walk. He's going to get a single. So a little 2-out rally coming here as we've scored 2 runs. Doc Andrews, who's 0 for 3, is up. And he needs a 1-5. He's going to get a single. So 3 straight hits as we continue to hit Denzer here and take a 4-1 lead in a big 7th inning. Here's Doc O'Mole. This is not going to be hard. He needs a 1-9. He has 1 chance for a hit, which is a 2-2 on his card, and he gets it, and he scores 2 runs, knocks in 2 runs with a triple. Wow. 5 runs in the 7th. We scored 6 runs on the last 2 innings. Getman's up, and they finally decide to take out their pitcher as Roger Denzer hits the showers, and now Willie McGill has been called in. Getman's up. He's 1 for 4 with a double. He's going to get a walk. So they're still going here. McGill now going against Atherton. Atherton hits a fly ball to right field, but at the end of 7, we now lead 6-1. Buffalo still holds on to its 6-1 lead. Doc O'Mole is still on the mound. So let's enter the game with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Last chance for Chicago. Frank Isbell's up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He's going to hit a fly ball to center field to Getman. That's going to be the 3rd out. And Buffalo, the number 7 seed, leads the series 2-1 as Doc O'Mole pitches a complete game, allowing only 1 run on 3 hits. After Buffalo pours 6 runs in 2 innings with a big 5-run 7th inning. All right, so we just finished up games 2 and 3 from the American League. Now we're going to conclude the episode with game 3 from the National League. We have Brooklyn, the number 1 seed, going against the number 3 St. Louis Cardinals. Brooklyn leads the series 2-0 as they had won both of the games at home in extra innings after mounting a comeback. But now the series goes to St. Louis. So let's check out who will be the starters. For Brooklyn, we will have Frank Kitson, the right-hander. He went 18-8 with a 3.12 ERA and had 7 saves during the regular season. He is 2-0 with a 3.20 ERA during the postseason in 3 games started. For St. Louis, they're going to be going with their own right-hander, Jack Powell. He went 18-13 and started 42 games for St. Louis. In the postseason, he is 2-1. He has a 5.29 ERA in 2 games started. The starting lineup for Brooklyn, as you can tell, they have 3 Hall of Famers. They got Joe Kelly, who will be playing third base today, Hughie Jennings, who will be at first, and Willie Keeler, who will be in right field. Willie Keeler leads the team with a .440 average and 14 RBIs. Jennings is hitting .351 with 5 stolen bases and 10 RBIs, and Joe Kelly's hitting .370. So the Hall of Famers are definitely leading the way for Brooklyn. For St. Louis, they also have 3 Hall of Famers. They have Jesse Burkett in left field. He's hitting .400 with 15 RBIs. They got John Mcgraw hitting .306 with a .485 on base percentage. And they have Bobby Wallace, who's been struggling, hitting only .189, although he does have 1 home run. But they're also the guy that needs to be recognized is Mike Donlin, the first baseman. He's hitting 352 with 6 home runs and 20 RBIs in the postseason. League Park in Cincinnati, it's Game 3. Here we go. Powell on the mound going against Hall of Famer Joe Kelly, who's hitting 370 in the postseason. And he's going to ground out to Mcgraw, another Hall of Famer, at third base. So that's going to be one down. Here's Jimmy Sheckard. Sheckard is going to be strikeout. So there's 2 down. Here's Wee Willie Keeler, a Hall of Famer, hitting 440 in the postseason, though I believe he was blanked the last time. So he's going to ground out the second, and that's going to end the inning. 1, 2, 3. And now Kitson is on the mound going against Hall of Famer John Mcgraw, the third baseman, hitting 306. He's going to draw a walk, adding to his on-base percentage as he's close to 500 getting on base. John Mcgraw trying to see if we can get a lead here. He does not get a lead, barely gets back to the base. So now here's Keister. He's hitting 322. He's going to line out the third. That's going to be one down. Here's Jesse Burkett. He's a Hall of Famer. He's hitting 400 in the postseason. He's going to rip a single, sending McGraw all the way to third base. And now Mike Donlin, the power hitter, is up. He has 6 home runs and 20 RBIs. An opportunity for another one. He's going to hit a double, so another RBI for him. With 1 out, we're going to go ahead and send the lead runner and the trailing runners. No cutoff, and
he's safe.
Donlin's going to take third, and Burkett is going to score. So 2-run RBI double. But on the throw, Donlin ends up on third. Now Hedrick is up. He's hitting 304. He's going to hit a single. So another hit. Donlin scores 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Patsy Donovan getting the start today. He's going to be struck out. So Kitson gets strikeouts when he needs them to get some outs here, but unfortunately, he's already allowed 3 runs. And here's Bobby Wallace, the third Hall of Famer for the Cardinals. He's going to fly out as he's been struggling the postseason, hitting under 200. But 3 runs scored in the bottom of the first. Powell back on the mound, top of the second. Jones is up. Jones is going to draw a walk. He's hitting 282. And now Duke Farrell's up. He's going to need a 1-6. He's not going to get it. It's going to be an 18. That's going to be 1 out. Here's Donlin. Donlin's going to hit a ground ball to Hall of Famer Wallace at short. Wallace scoops it up, and he is able to turn a double play, a 6-4-3 twin killing to end the inning. Bottom of the second, Krieger's up hitting 300. He's going to line out the third. That's going to be 1 down. Here's the pitcher, Powell. He's going to draw a walk off the pitcher's card. So he's on first, and now we're top of the order with Mcgraw, who drew a walk and scored the opening run. He's going to hit a fly ball to fielder Jones in center field. He reaches up, and he does make the catches. He didn't have to move very far, so that's going to be 2 down. Here's Keister. Keister hits ground ball to Donlin at short. Donlin a pretty good range, but not the best of gloves. Is going to make an error. As Keister goes to second, Powell ends up on third, and now Hall of Famer Jesse Burkett's up, who already has a single in the game. Burkett is going to hit a ground ball to second, and that's going to end the inning, leaving runners stranded on second and third. Top of the third, Daly's up. He's going to hit a ground ball. That's going to be an out, and now here's Hughie Jennings. Hughie Jennings is going to hit a ground ball to first base. That's going to be an out, and now here's Kitson. Kitson needs a 1-6 for a triple. He's going to get a 12, so that's going to be a single. So the first hit of the game is by the pitcher. Here's Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly's going to draw a walk, putting runners on first and second for Jimmy Sheckard, who is 0-for-1, hitting 293. He's going to line out the first to Donlin. That's going to end the inning. So both teams leave runners on base, 2 runners on base in the last 2 at-bats. Here's Mike Donlin. Mike Donlin's going to get, hit by a pitch. He's on first. Hedrick's up. He's going to rip a single. We're going to send Mike Donlin to third, and they're not going to try to stop him. As now we got runners on first and third. The infield is in. Here's Patsy Donovan. Donovan's going to hit a ground ball. We're going to try to score Donlin. They're going to try to make the play at home.
Safe!
They do not. So Donovan is safe, and we score the run as we get another run added. Still no outs, and now it's Wallace, who has struggled in the postseason, hitting only 185. He needs a 1-3 for a home run. Anything else is a double. He gets a 12. So we are going to go ahead, and he's going to knock in 2 runs in the bottom of the third. Still no outs. Wallace is now on second. Krieger's up, and it's going to be a passed ball. A wild pitch by Frank Kitchen, So Wallace now takes third. Here's Krieger. Krieger needs a 1-7. He doesn't get it. It's going to be an out. So that's going to be 1 down. Here's Powell. He drew a walk, the pitcher. He needs a 1-6. And Powell, the pitcher, hits a long fly ball for a 2-run home run. As St. Louis has jumped up 8-0, and there's still only 1 out. Here's John Mcgraw, but they are going to hold the horses as Frank Kitchen is going to hit the showers in the 3rd inning. After 2 1/3 innings, he has allowed 8 runs scored. They're going to bring in Gus Waring, the right-hander, to go against John Mcgraw. John Mcgraw needs a 1-4. He doesn't get it. He gets a 9, so that's going to be a single. So we are continuing, opening up. He doesn't get a good lead, but we're still going to run, and he still gets there as John Mcgraw steals second base. Keister, who's 0 for 2, he's going to hit a ground ball. He does get injured on the play, but he's going to be all right. So that's going to be 2 outs. McGraw still on second. Jesse Burkett 1 for 2. He needs a 1-18. He's going to rip a single. John McGraw is going to try to score. We're going to send, and it's going to be a throwing error by Keeler on the play at home plate. So Burkett gets to third base. And now we have added another run. Donlin 1 for 1 with a double. He's also been hit by a pitch to start off the inning. He is going to pop out the second, and that went the inning, but a huge 9-0 lead for St. Louis. Top of the 4th, Wee Willie Keeler. He's going to hit a single, so he's going to improve his average, but they desperately need some hits and some runs. Here's Fielder Jones. He's going to rip a single. So now they got runners on first and second with no out. Duke Farrell is up. He needs a 1-4. He gets a 15. That is going to be a double to deep center field. That should score 1 and does not score the second. Runners on second and third. Dollin's up. No outs. He needs a 1-6. He's not going to get it. He's going to get an 18. That's definitely going to help the bleeding. And so we have 1 away. Here's Daly. Daly is going to draw a walk. So runners are on first, second, and third. The bases are juiced. Hall of Famer Hughie Jennings is up. He's hitting .383 in the postseason with 10 RBIs, 2 triples. Hughie Jennings is going to hit a fly ball to Patsy Donovan in right field. Patsy Donovan is not able to make the play as it's a single, but then he has trouble getting the ball, making an error. All 3 runs score, and Hughie Jennings ends up on third base. Gus Waring, who they just brought in, the pitch is going to be pinch hit for by Doc Casey. Runner on third base, 1 out. He needs a 1-8. He's not going to get it. He's going to get an 18, so that's going to be an out. Joe Kelly is up. He's going to hit a fly ball to left field, so that's going to end the inning. But Brooklyn comes back storming with 4 runs of their own and now trail 9-4. Hedrick 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. He's going to hit a ground ball to Daly at second. That's going to be 1 away. Here's Donovan. Donovan's going to be struck out by Howe, who came in relief to start the inning. Bobby Wallace is up. He's going to hit a ground ball to first base, and that's going to end the inning. Powell on the mound, top of the 5th. Jimmy Sheckard's up, the left fielder. He's hitting .286. He's going to draw a walk. So the leadoff man is on. And here's Wee Willie Keeler. He needs a 1-8. He's going to get a 9. So that's going to be an out. Fielder Jones is up. He's 1 for 1 with a run and has a drawn walk. He's going to line out the first. So that's going to be 2 away. And here's Duke Farrell. Duke Farrell needs a 1-6. He's going to get a 20. So that's going to be an out. So we get out of the inning with no damage done, and we enter the bottom of the 5th. Here's Luke Krieger. He needs a 1-14. He's going to get a 12, so he's going to lead off the inning with a single. Here's Powell. He had a drawn a walk, and then hit a 2-run home run. As you can look at his pitcher's card, he's actually got a good pitcher's card. And so definitely like having him at bat. He's going to hit a ground ball to short.
Whoopsies!
Dolan juggles it, can pick it up, and Powell is going to be on base with the air. So runners on first and second, no outs. Top of the order now. Here's Mcgraw, who has a walk and is 1 for 2. He's scored 2 runs so far. He's going to draw another walk. So bases are loaded. Here's Keister, who's hitting .306. He's got 10 RBIs. He needs a 1 to 6. He gets a 20, so that's going to be an out. Jesse Burkett, the Hall of Famer, is up. Bases are loaded. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He has a RBI already. He's going to line out the second base. That's going to be an out. So now Donald's up. Bases are loaded. 1 for 2, the power hitter. He is going to
Denied.
line out, and that's going to end the inning as we had bases loaded with 1 out and cannot come through with any runs. Top of the 6th, here's Dolan. Dolan's up. He's going to hit a fly ball to left field. That's going to be 1 away. Next up is Daly. Daly is going to hit a ground ball back to the pitcher. That's going to be 2 down. Here's Hughie Jennings. He's 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He needs a 1 to 3, and that's going to be a line out. Now we enter the bottom of the 6th. Here's Hedrick. Hedrick has 2 singles so far today. He's hitting .322 in the postseason. He's going to hit a fly ball to Keeler in right field. Keeler does have an error already.
Whoopsies!
He cannot get it. That's going to be a single for Hedrick. As we're now going to try to see if we can steal. He does get a good jump, and he's going to be on second base with no outs. Patsy Donovan, who we brought in, is not shown a lot here. He's got 2 strikeouts, and he's 0 for 3, though he does have an RBI. He's going to fly out to right field. Obviously behind the pitch on that one, going opposite direction. So that's going to be 1 away. Here's Bobby Wallace. Bobby Wallace is going to hit a ground ball to short. We are not going to try to advance, and they're going to get the easy out at first, and that's going to be 2 down. Here's Krieger. He's 1 for 3, and he's going to be strikeout. We enter the top of the 7th. Powell still has a little bit of juice. This might be his last inning. They're going to bring in a pitch hitter, Lave Cross, for Harry Howell, the pitcher. Lave Cross, hitting .278 in the postseason, is going to hit a single to lead off the inning. So he's on first, and now that brings up top of the order with Joe Kelly, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. He's going to hit a ground ball to Donald at first base. Donald is going to have to make a play. He does not, as it's going to be a single as Kelly's speed gets there, but then the inerrant throw allows Kelly to go to second and Cross to go to third. So runners on second and third. This game is far from over if they can get some runs here. And, wow, Jimmy Sheckard needs a 1 for a home run, doesn't get it. He gets an 11, which is good enough for a triple.
Bruh.
As he knocks in 2 runs, and Brooklyn is now only trailing 3 runs as it's 9 to 6. Willie Keeler is up. He needs a 1 to 6. He gets an 8, so that's going to be an out. 1 down with a runner on third base. Fielder Jones is up. He needs a 1 to 8. He's going to hit a line out though. As Dolan makes the snag at first. 2 down. Duke Farrell's up. He needs a hit, line out the short, so we get out of the inning with no more damage done. We enter bottom of the 7th. Powell is up. This probably will be, he probably will allow him to hit, and then he will be probably getting a new pitcher for him. The reason we let him hit is because he's got a great card, is he gets a single, and he's on first base. John Mcgraw is up. He's 1 for 2 with 2 walks. And he is going to get the play. Farrell is going to get the play at short, or at second base. And Mcgraw, though, advances to first on the fielder's choice. Mcgraw, with some decent speed, he's going to try to steal. He does. That's his second stolen base of the game. He's on second, 1 out in scoring position. Keister, who's 0 for 4, really struggling in this one. He's going to line out. He's going to be 0 for 5. Jesse Burkett, 2 for 4. He's got 2 singles and an RBI. Definitely going to use another hit here. He's going to hit the ground ball to Kelly.
Whoopsies!
And it gets away from Kelly as Burkett gets the second base, and the run scores an unearned run, but it increases our lead to 4 runs as we now are up 10 to 6. And wisely, Brickyard Kennedy intentionally walks Mike Donlan. Hedrick, though, is 3 for 4 today. He's got 3 singles and an RBI. He's going to get his 4th single of the game, and Burkett is going to score from second, as now runners are on first and second. So Patsy Donovan comes to plate. He's 0 for 4. He's been struck out twice, and he's going to finally get his hit as he rips a single, and we're going to go ahead and send Donovan.
Whoopsies.
Fatality.
And it's thrown away. Keeler with another error on a throw to home plate. 2 runs scored. Donovan with his 2nd throwing error. Donovan is now on third base. Bobby Wallace is up. He's going to pop out the second, but 4 runs added in the inning. Top of the 8th, runs are been coming in clumps and chunks. Dolan hits a ground ball to third base. That's going to be an out. Here's Daly. Daly is going to hit a ground ball, a pop-up at the plate, and Krieger is able to make it. Hughie Jennings is up. He's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Hughie Jennings just needs a 1-8. He's not going to get it, so that's going to be an out. And in the inning, and we go into the bottom of the 8th. Krieger's up. He's 1 for 4. He's going to line out the second. And normally where we would take out our pitcher to bring in a pinch hitter, knowing that Powell needs to break, been on base every time. He walked. He had a 2-run home run. He got on base on an error, and then he ripped a single. So he's 2 for 3, been on base all 4 times, but this time he's going to be strikeout. John Mcgraw now up with 2 outs. He's going to hit a ground ball to short, and that's going to end the inning as we enter into the top of the 9th. And so a pitching changes. We're going to bring in Jim Hughie as Jack Powell has gone well past his arm strength, and we're going to let Jim Hughie come in. He is 1-0. He's pitched 7 innings in the postseason. He's got a 1.23 ERA. He's going to be facing pitch hitter Deacon McGuire, who comes in for the Brickyard Kennedy. Deacon McGuire trying to lead off here. He's going to rip a single to start off the inning in the top of the 9th. So these runners on first, and now Joe Kelly gets hit by a pitch. With runners now on first and second, Jimmy Sheckard's up. He's 1 for 3 with a triple and does have a walk. He's going to ground ball to the pitcher. Hughie's going to play it to short to Wallace to get the out at second, but that puts runners on first and third. 1 out. Wee Willie Keeler is up. He's 1 for 4. He's going to line out to first, so he's been struggling the last 2 games. They desperately needed his bat there. Here's Fielder Jones. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. He's going to fly out the center field, so Jim Hughie comes in and ends the game, though he did allow a couple hits, but St. Louis wins this one 13-6. All right, so that's all the games from this episode that we're going to do, but let's take a quick review of the playoff scene. We have in the American League, Buffalo, the number 7 seed, continues its upset Cinderella story as they now lead the American League Championship Series 2-1 after winning games 2 and 3 in pretty comfortable fashion. In the National League, St. Louis bounced back to win their home game. So far in the National League, the home team has won every game, and now Brooklyn leads that series 2-1. So that's where we are. Until next time, this is Coach DK. Have a good one.